I do call him Black Jesus.
Exactly.
Yep.
But I would never call him that.
That's disgusting. If you eat,
No.
if you eat Hershey's bar for fun, you like golf balls in your mouth.
Really weird. So, I'm a really simple guy when it comes to women. What is wrong with you?
I ask myself that every day.
I don't know what the hell happened from the series before to the series with the Celtics.
It's my biggest conversation, and I hope we go viral with this one.
Princess in the Frog.
You're drunk. You should not be drinking. You should not be drinking this early in the day, bro.
Buddy, I still got 30 minutes. I start drinking.
Ooh, welcome back to the chewiest, tastiest, sweetest, juiciest, and most delicious YouTube sports show that you will find here on this great platform. My name is Jamal Gumball, aka Gumball. Oh, thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you guys. You're too nice. But as always, I don't come by myself.
Pause.
I don't know why I chose that wording.
Starting the cast off crazy.
I don't know why I chose that wording. But as always, or as usual, I'm not by myself. Of course, we got Tone here. At a lot of not a very good outfit on today. I didn't want to play.
What? I'm fresh to death. Put me in a casket, baby.
Well, I put that jersey. I think I can find that jersey, a casket if you want me to. I can do that for you.
Champ.
But and lastly, what's up, stranger?
My guy.
I got Kevin.
My guy.
It's been a while. It's the first time Kevin's been on in person. Kev, what's going on here?
I mean,
Welcome to the room. The room.
this is actually my first in person.
First in person show with us.
Yeah,
man.
so it's I like the setup.
Vibe is
I like it.
kinda
I like
cool,
it.
right?
Right?
Yeah,
We got the sign going this week too. I think you see a little bit in the cam.
Yeah,
Got the sign going, a little
yeah.
GSM logo. Oh,
We working,
I'm
we
leaving,
working.
bro. I just got here. I'm leaving, bro.
He loking. He got the bike glasses on, like he's headed somewhere.
yeah, but he's Dion, huh? He's wrong.
Okay.
He got
The
the
blenders, the blenders.
Speaking of which, that's again
Prime
that's another
time.
big announcement coming up here soon. But we'll get into football here in a little bit, but I do want to get into this conversation we were just in right now. So Kevin, we were just talking off the air, but Kevin asked us who's our top 5 point guards of all time. Tone, I think, answered.
I did.
So go ahead, Tone.
And this is personal point guard, so don't kill me in the comments. Don't be sending me text messages,
Please
friends
send
and
him
family.
I send him everything. Send him technology.
Sending me everything is crazy.
Oh yeah, even that stuff.
But
Whoa.
my personal 5 favorite point guards of all time, I'm going Green with 1, Rondo, Doe, aka 9. Then we got the new young guy. We got SGA. He's a problem right now. Then we got Penny Hardaway, who was like my young favorite when I was growing up. He was my guy. Who else did I say? I can't remember. I'm tripping. Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, who are arguably like the best point guards of all time.
Okay, wait, hold on. Who? It's not Steph is in that.
How is Kyrie not in that
This
argument
is
when he's
his
the
personal
most
list.
skilled player to ever play the game?
Nah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Actually, no, I don't agree with that. I have him number 2 in terms of pure skill.
I know, and then you got KD, who's the
one.
best, arguably the best scorer of all time. So how can the most skilled player not be?
No, if I'm going when I rank basketball players, I rank them everything: skill, accolades, what they've done. Like if I'm going off pure skill, yeah, Kyrie is number 1 in terms of point guards. But in terms of NBA, like NBA career, no, he's not top 5.
NBA career always is nasty work because there's people who got MVPs like Steve Nash who doesn't deserve them.
I mean, I could tell he has 2 of them in his room.
How many does Kobe Bryant have?
1.
And where is he ranked? Top 10?
Oh, like 8 or 9.
Oh my God. I forgot who I'm talking to. I apologize.
6,
Like,
7.
He is a
6, 7,
Suns fan, everyone who doesn't know.
6, 7.
That's-
That's a good number.
He's a Cavs fan, and he's saying 6, 7.
Okay, I'll still give you that. Where's Steve Nash rank in top 10?
He's not top 10.
Okay, then. The
Steve
fact
Nash
that he has
all time.
see what I'm saying?
Hey, let's just end the show. Let's just end the show.
It's
Vince Carter's in.
Devin Booker, Charles Barkley, Steve Nash.
All right, let's
Those
just
are
end the
3
show.
greatest
We're
players
ending the
of all
show.
time.
Suns, somebody from the Suns get this man season tickets because he deserves it for what he just said.
Please, God, hold on. If I say more stuff like that, will I get season tickets? I'm like, but okay, no, obviously.
Oh yeah. Also, hold on. Quick shout out. My man did Suns Media Day last week.
Oh my God, I completely forgot to put the pictures in here. So, but yeah, I got to spend a little time with Book and Beal and Katie. Not as much. Katie was kind of at the end of the table.
You probably froze when they talked to you.
I was so nervous, bro. I saw so this is the second year in a row I've done Suns Media Day, and so obviously Devin Booker is my favorite player. He's right behind me. We moved my big noggin. He's right. He's on the post behind me, and so both times he walked up, I've been like shaking in my boots, I couldn't my hand was like this. Like
D Booker cook ya.
Yeah,
He's a monster on all.
Oh,
I'll give him that.
But see, that was really cool. Obviously, seeing KD back to back years, like not only being a Phoenix Sun, but being one of the greatest players of all time.
Yeah, I will say this man was literally sending me text messages as they walked into the room, which was dope. But I was like, "Yep, he's glazing."
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're just gonna win the championship. But no, that was really cool. Like we had a bunch of people. We had Matt Ishby, of course, the owner. Bradley Beal,
Bobo?
Book. No Bobo this year. Bobo last year, but no Bobo this year.
I feel like every time when Bobo's on media, he acts like a little shy.
Let me
Like,
find out he's on the trading block.
He's on a good contract in order to trade, but he is only on a year deal. But, I mean,
bully.
But who else? Nurk, Royce O'Neal.
Did you talk to Nurk?
No, not this year. I talked to him a little bit last year.
I feel like he's a chill dude, huh?
Oh, bro, he's done nice.
He should have a great year for you guys. The way
he's lost a lot of weight. He's lost not a lot, but he's lost some weight. So he's more quicker. He's a little quicker. He's been working on his 3-ball.
I seen that.
Yeah. So he should be.
Because his passing's there. He's a good passer.
Yes.
They're trying to run 5 out like the Celtics did, like the Champs did.
The other problem with him last year is he couldn't move. That was the problem with Nurkic.
He can't guard on the perimeter. That was the biggest problem with him. Like he couldn't guard on the perimeter. And so hopefully this year obviously he's not going to sit down. He's huge, but man, the biggest surprise, dude. Grayson Allen walked in looking like John Cena.
Yeah.
You thought he was John Cena for a second or what?
Kevin, when I tell you he was 190 last year, he's 235.
Damn.
I saw him walk up. I was like,
wait, hold up.
Grayson Allen,
And he had the highest 3-point percentage in the league, right?
Yep.
Hold up.
Yeah. Now he's going to play some LD. That's good for them because they need better perimeter defense.
You said when he walked in, you were able to see him?
I hate you. Hold on, please. You got it.
This guy.
I mean,
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Speaking
he's from
of Cena,
Massachusetts.
he is from Massachusetts.
That's right.
So
He's from
He's a member.
big Celtics fan.
He's a member.
Yeah. I thought we were okay. So we're going off our favorite point guard of all time.
Correct.
Okay.
No, actually, scratch that. Give all of us like, who do you think is like the top? Not your personal favorites, but just like the top.
So I will say that again, people are gonna hate me, the older folks, the older generations, even some of the younger people. I preferably utilize athletes that I actually watched play the game and succeed. So Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, Jerry West, they're never gonna be on my list. I didn't watch them perform. The players that I watched perform, Steph Curry, Kyrie, J. Kidd.
He's gonna say Rondo.
He got a chip with 2 teams, one in the East, one in the West. Play with the best.
Patrick McCaw got a chip.
Doe.
Patrick McCoy.
Doe is a lockdown
Was it
defender.
3 chips?
Huh? Yeah, he has 3. He has 2 with the Warriors and 1.
Would that make him better then?
Never.
What?
I don't even remember
He had
him.
3 chips.
I don't remember him doing anything.
He did because he didn't do anything.
What jersey number was he?
Number 0.
He was number 0.
You should be ashamed for remembering that.
I mean, when you watch ball, I mean, you're gonna watch even the role players coming in.
I
play.
wouldn't even. If someone asked me that player's number, I'm gonna just act like I forgot.
Okay.
Patrick McCobb, and then my last player, I'd probably say
You actually put Rondo in your top 4 players of all time?
point guards. Yeah, you know I don't like Chris Paul, so he's not going on my list.
Okay, I don't like Kobe. Or I don't like.
I don't respect Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a flagrant foul looker. He can facilitate at a great. You have your best ability is availability. He's always in the playoffs. The best times of the game when the ratings are up, when the lights are bright, he's not able to perform. So I'm sorry, he can't be in my top 5. And then
actually, where's? Oh, actually, you know what? You got him on. Actually, that reminds me. Man, that's crazy. I thought you were talking about him for a second.
Hold on, this guy's got a ring.
No, well, did he win Finals MVP?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no. There's another award. Did he win Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
Doesn't matter because you know what he
You're
has.
telling me he's the best player on the
Diamonds off.
He was probably
He
the
had
3rd or 4th best player on the team.
He had the stat. Statistically, he averaged more points, rebounds, and assists more than anyone else on the team.
Got one of those. Peyton Pritchard got one of those. Right?
And he was a hell of a baller. So is Peyton Pritchard better than Devin Booker?
No.
Okay then.
But that's your logic.
No. I said first of all, Doe has 2 rings. He doesn't have 1. He has 2.
Who?
Doe, Rondo, 2. Yeah. Back to my.
He was the 4th best player on one team, and he was what, 6 or 7 on the other.
What does that matter?
I mean, let's look at the Lakers team. You got Bron AD.
You got Bron AD. I mean, JaVale and Dwight were both.
Oh my lord!
You also got Kuz.
A lot of these players that wouldn't have had success. I mean, of course, without LeBron, but Doe was feeding passes with one hand through traffic.
I mean, yeah, but you also got guys that were able to spread the floor. Rondo, he became a slightly better shooter there in his career.
Big shots too.
But I mean, even though Danny Green gets made fun of for missing that wide open 3, but Danny Green was a good player for them.
Another thing.
KCP as well.
Yeah, but you asked me about point guards.
Rondo can't shoot the ball outside of 10 feet from the basket.
But he has, and when it counts too, he did a lot of that in Green. It's crazy. I remember I was watching those games while y'all were in diapers.
When the 3 other best defenders are on the other players, you're gonna get a lot of open looks. I mean, if I'm getting the 4th or 5th best defender every night,
I would expect to cook.
Exactly.
Hey,
what are we talking about?
Devin Booker put up 70 in the Green building with an L.
He did. Can you name another player on that team?
Yeah, we did this already. Wasn't Torrey Craig on that team?
Nope.
Was it Tyler Ulis?
Yeah, that's his number 1 person that he names.
Marquise Chris?
Marquise Chris was on that team.
Alex Len?
Alex Len. I think he was on that
Eric
team.
Bledsoe?
All right, but
Bled was hurt.
This whole argument is going to turn real crazy if I name my 5th best point guard, Ja Morant.
That's gonna close out the show. I hope you all enjoyed.
That was a short show.
I almost started crying. Like Ja Morant is the great.
Again, this is players that I've watched, so I'm not gonna give you. You know what I'm saying?
He's never even been to the Western Conference Finals.
Mary, mine, everyone too. He's 40, so he's seen more games than me and him combined.
I have.
Kevin, he's never been to the Western Conference Finals. He's never.
But Luka has, but he doesn't play any defense.
And would you say the best ability is availability? I mean, when you're not shooting people, you're getting hurt.
Damn.
And also, what other accolades has he gotten? Any MVPs?
No,
not yet. I got him going. I got him. He's ranked number 1 for me this year. Charles getting MVP.
Okay, you know what? Let's go over. Okay, I'm going to ask you this, right? So he's top 5. He's one of the top 5 point guards ever to play this game, right?
No, not really to ever. Again,
that was the question.
I know, but I can't give you Magic. I only watch Magic, like, you know what I'm saying, highlights and stuff like that. I didn't watch Magic play the game.
You watched Steve Nash play the game.
Steve Nash is
The only thing
we're not disrespecting.
the only
that.
thing
He's
that
nice.
I can
He's
back up
nice.
with Tony on this
can't be
is
disrespectful
right now
to
in the NBA right now, John Morant is the top 5 point guard.
Right now, he absolutely
Yes.
is.
Steve.
Not of all
So
time.
you're taking Steve Nash. If you could start a draft, which I think we should do one of these days. If you can start a draft, you picking Steve Nash over John Morant?
10 times out of 10.
Oh man, somebody get the drug test.
10 times out of 10.
This man is tripping.
Steve
You're,
Nash
you're,
led his
you're
team.
taking over career moments in history. I'm talking about skilled players. If just like the argument that Gilbert Arenas and those guys said, like you're talking about pure hoopers or pure ballers. Roll a basketball out and give me a bucket.
So-
You're taking Steve Nash over John Morant
What's the goal in NBA season?
to win.
Win a championship.
How many does Steve
If
Nash
I'm
have?
going to the park, yeah, I'll take John.
How many Steve Nash got?
You don't got none.
Oh, so he had the same
Have you
amount as
gotten
John
close
Morant.
multiple times?
He had the same amount
Has
as
John Morant
Ja.
even got
Hold
close?
on. He has the same amount as Ja.
Yes.
Oh.
What about conference finals appearances?
I don't know, man. I'm not a Suns fan. I stopped being a Suns fan when Kevin Johnson retired.
No, that's okay. No, but you can answer how many conference finals has John Morant been?
None.
Okay. How about the year that Tyus Jones won 22 straight games as a starting point guard when John went out?
That was magical. To
Okay.
see Tyus do that.
Listen, I'm just trying to find out. I don't know some of this stuff, so I'm just learning about you, right?
Yeah, listen,
So, okay. What about
Michael Jordan
what
retired
about
and
MVP?
Scotty and then won 60 games. But
No, that's none of hold on. That's none of my business. We're bringing up the GOAT. I'm not saying any of these guys are the GOAT. We're talking about Steve Nash and John Morant. How about
yes.
MVPs?
Unfortunately, Steve Nash won them one of the years that Kobe Bryant averaged 36 points.
Unfortunately, the Cowboys have 3 championships, but they have 3 championships. So whether or not it's unfortunate or not, how many
Jerry
MVPs does
Jones'
Steve Nash
pockets are deep, man.
Jerry Jones is looking at meats in the locker room. I'm not worried that. He's
That's
looking at
wild.
8.5-inch meats in the locker room.
And the fact that he had a ruler out that day is insane.
He had the tape measure and everything.
No, because they got a measure thing on the phone, like a measure app.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know that?
So you telling me that man's meat hit Jerry Jones's iPhone is crazy.
He's going in the locker room looking at all these players' meats. When they lose, they won it.
What's homie from the Clippers that got dismissed from owning the Clippers?
Steve Ballmer?
Yeah,
no.
The guy before him.
That's the racist dude. What's his name?
Yeah, they didn't care about his racism. The man was acting like the same way. He said that he used to have other people walking in the locker rooms talking about check out that man's meat while they were in the showers and stuff. It's the same type of Jerry Jones energy.
Jerry Jones out there, he don't even care about receivers. However big your meat is, you on the team.
Yeah, that's
you
weird.
You know what I mean?
That's Texas
like
for you.
he went in this offseason. He was like, he looked at Derrick Henry. He's like, nah,
that's not big enough.
Find bigger.
Man,
that's why they lose, man.
This is why they call sports modern day workmanship. I don't want to use that term on the pod. But back to this.
How do we go off topic from this top 5 point guard?
Jerry Jones played
Jerry
him.
Jones. But here I thought what I'm saying.
Let me hear your 5 before we continue to dismantle my 5.
Greatest point guard of all time?
Yes. I want to hear your 3 players that you never even watched.
Even the players I watch and players that.
How can you speak about players that you've never watched?
I'm a big stats guy.
And you also watch highlights and games of the past too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just because you didn't watch them live, I mean, there's YouTube and things like that.
Are you giving your personal 5 or are you giving like?
No,
I need to hear both.
Both?
I need to hear both.
Because I mean, I just have the personal like top 5, not my personal favorite, but like who I think are the top 5. That's what I have.
Top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with that list. I'll go Magic, Steph, Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash.
List is shitballs already.
I'll throw Jason Kidd in there.
Goodness gracious.
I'll throw Jason Kidd in there.
How many rings does Kid have?
1.
He's better than Kyrie Irving?
Yes.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Yes.
Wait, is this your personal 5 or who you think is like?
And this is why I feel like we need both. Because one, if you ask 10 people in the room, 8 of them are gonna have Magic, Steph Curry, and possibly Isaiah Thomas on the list. Because they're just known as traditionally the best point guards.
Mm-hmm.
The random 2 that he just named, I feel like those are his personal.
I mean, you can make an argument for Nash though.
That's what I'm saying.
could
He
see
has
that.
2 MVPs.
I could see that.
He has 2 MVPs, and if it weren't for somebody running on, if it wasn't for Boris Diaw running on the court, he'd have a ring.
If Jason Tatum didn't get hurt, Game 7, he'd have 2 rings. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Shout out to D'Lo.
Yeah,
And his
they're not beating that Nuggets team. I don't care. They're not beating.
You mean the team we beat last night, 2 nights ago? Same team?
Oh yeah, the one that
okay.
the score changed at the end of the game.
You bringing up all these variables. We won the game.
The game ended 104-103 Nuggets. The referees went back and changed the score. 107, 103, 104.
So did we win? Like, did Steve Nash win MVP?
Oh, that's right. Also, it was preseason.
Hey, that's how you build momentum, baby. Who are the champs? That's all I want to know.
We can move on.
Yeah. All right. Your turn, my man.
All right, go ahead.
No. Give me your personal now.
Okay.
Personal?
Yeah. This is where it gets iffy.
Chris Paul for sure.
Oh, Lord. Scratch.
The disrespect that Chris Paul gets, I don't understand.
That's all from me. I that's all personal with Chris Paul.
I love Chris Paul.
That's why Rondo said. How he had the little twist
Rondo,
on it.
I'm not gonna lie. Rondo should have died that night. Spitting on him, it's crazy.
And swung on him.
Oh, I would have. Oh, see, I don't. I can't say that out here. Oh my God, Rondo, that would have been last thing Rondo ever did. Oh yeah, that would have been the last thing.
What about the time when Pat Bev was
Push
he
him in his back?
Yeah.
Oh, could you busting his ass the whole game? The whole series?
You saw that game too?
Busting his ass the whole series. Pat Bev came over. Why do you think he's in Turkey now?
I respect Pat Bev, but that was some stuff.
I don't respect Pat Bev.
That was some
a little
shit.
bit.
Even if he played for Phoenix for like at least one season?
No.
Chris Paul be doing sucker shit all the time. Like when
But
Jeff
Chris
T
Paul's
was
an all-time
talking about.
great.
Oh my God.
Chris Paul's an all-time great.
I will say he scored like 62 on the day that his grandmother passed or his grandfather
Yeah,
passed.
his grandfather. Yeah, because that was the age that he was.
That was dope.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, again, it befuddles me how much disrespect Chris Paul gets, but
Because you can't get the ring. You can't be top.
So why is Melo not disrespected in the same way?
He is.
I don't hear Melo. I don't hear people talk about Melo the same way they talk about Chris Paul. Oh, Melo is one of the best scorers of all time, as he is, but they don't talk about how he didn't win a ring.
I don't know.
In fact, didn't even get close.
Well,
Never even reached the finals. Something Chris Paul has done.
Kobe was in his way.
So, see, no. See, that's what you say. That's what you say. How come you didn't say that about Chris Paul?
Who was in his way?
Kobe.
They played against each other, right?
Yeah.
And what happened?
And they beat him.
How many times Melo played against Kobe?
Okay. Did he not play in Denver? Oh, and
But they only made what, one time?
Okay, but how come Chris Paul didn't get the same excuse? Okay, that's literally the example I'm bringing up.
Again, because
hold on. So that's literally the example I'm bringing up. Chris Paul is he never won. He never
is
won.
Melo known as a top 5 small forward?
No.
You're putting Chris Paul in your top 5 point guards. That's the reason why. Again, the same conversation that we had about GOATs and shit like that. No one wants to talk about the guys that they don't consider to be great. What's the conversation to be had for?
Okay, so where would you put John Stockton?
Hang on. Before you guys continue.
Again, this is John Stockton is a piece. He's a piece of work. I would play him over Nash.
I just wanted to say, hang
I'm out, bro.
Hang on. Since you brought up Melo, right? I just want to ask both of you guys this question. When we're talking about pure scoring wise, is he top 5 all time?
Pure scoring?
Yeah. Yes.
Like you need a bucket?
Yes.
I would say yeah and no. Because as the league changes, like I would put Devin Booker in there. I will definitely put Kevin Durant in there. I have Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. And then, like, of course, Melo is a pure scorer. But when it, like, LeBron James averages more points than you, I can never understand when people take LeBron out of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you need a bucket to end the game, LeBron gets it for you.
The thing is, though,
not enough.
The thing is, though, like, I'm a big LeBron fan, right? The thing is, though, with LeBron is, like, he's an all-around player. He's not just a pure scorer.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking about just pure scoring-wise, Melo should be up there for top 5 all time.
I guess.
It's not. That's not. have to stop. Yes, I understand that these players did not win a ring, but you talk about skill. First of all, I don't give a damn how skilled Kyrie Irving is. He doesn't win a ring without LeBron.
Yeah, I agree with that. Is Paul Pierce not a pure scorer? Is Kyrie not a pure scorer?
He is.
So how much is going to put Melo in there?
Nobody's putting Paul Pierce over Melo.
That's because people hate Paul Pierce, but Paul Pierce used to give Kobe and them dudes work. He got a ring.
Again, he's not getting the best defender.
Paul Pierce?
Yes.
Kobe Bryant was not the best, one of the best. And look at what's on the screen right now. Ron Artest was a lockdown defender.
Look who he's on. Look who's guarding him. That's who he's guarding. Ray Allen.
That's because, what do you mean?
Look.
It's the reverse. He's being guarded by. That's not he's guarding. Okay, now we watch him. Paulie come down. Look at Kobe slide over. Look at Kobe slide over.
Was Kobe ever a defensive player of the year?
Who was
he ever in contention?
Who was guarding Melo? That was defensive player of the year.
Hold on. That's not my business. Who? Oh, LeBron actually. LeBron.
How many times did LeBron win defensive player of the year?
He never won it.
He should have won that one against
but I'm saying even in contention for it. Kobe was never in contention for defensive player of the year.
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why he wasn't.
Again, it's none of my business whether or not he was, but he was not.
Hey, you know why Paul Pierce is what his nickname is?
The truth?
Yeah. Because you know what he does? Give work.
That's right. He gave out work in Washington in Brooklyn.
No. You talking about retirement year. You talking about just
I did a whole lot.
The wheelchair incident happened there.
Oh yeah. When he doodled on himself.
Is Shaq not the most dominant player to ever play the game? Is Shaq the most dominant player to ever play the game?
On himself, though?
Is Shaq not the most dominant player to ever?
He didn't pretend like he tore his ACL and doodled on himself.
Yeah, and came back and finished the work.
Where he do that at? Chafing up and everything. Came back out.
Came back and finished
the toilet. Wiped himself.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go.
How you ain't getting?
He probably faked his injury. He had someone else wipe his ass for him.
Hey, Shaq is the most dominant player to ever play the game. When he played in Miami, when he played in Boston, when those latter years of his career were poop stains.
Yeah,
still the most dominant player to ever play the game.
I'm glad you brought that up again. Paul Pierce over here giving out poop stains. Hey, and that's what you talk about.
Hey,
that's what you talking about.
Shout out to the guys who get these, man.
I just said.
Celtics Nation, most rings in the history of the game. Shout out to Bill of the Russell too.
Listen, man. Again, we have to stop discrediting. Again, this league is tough. The NBA is the best league in the world. So I understand the guys who have a ring, and that's why they're up there with the greatest. But we cannot disrespect the guys who don't have a ring. Because
Melo was a bucket.
If Kyrie doesn't have a ring, is he still in your top 5?
Probably. Just like you just put John Stockton and Steve Nash in there. Kyrie is a walking bucket. He's the top two skilled players.
You want to do this, right?
Yeah.
Does Kyrie have?
Allen Iverson is my GOAT. He doesn't have a ring. He's my GOAT. So you're not gonna beat me with this conversation.
Why doesn't Chris Paul get the same?
Because I'm a Chris Paul hater.
Why?
Because I've watched him flop the same shit that Kyle Lowry does, flop his way into fouls and sit on the sideline and talk to the refs because he wants certain calls to be made 3 seconds. I hate that type of stuff. Let the game be played. You're over here trying to win the games because you're sideline hating.
Jason Tatum's never done that.
No.
Oh, wait.
What, sideline hating?
He's never gone to a referee and asked why. He's never complained about a call?
Every player in the NBA is complaining about a call. I'm talking about what Jeff Teague told him that certain players were nagging on other players because their jerseys weren't tucked in. There's different levels of hate. Chris Paul.
Because he's professional.
Oh, my goodness.
Do the referees not do the same
Professional hater. The ref was trying to overlook it because the game was on the line over it, and he had to then call it because Chris Paul was on the sideline continuously repeating it.
But what if that's just his game? What if that's Chris Paul?
That's why I don't like Chris Paul, because he's a freaking hater. Let the game be played.
Your hate for him has nothing to do with his basketball game.
No, he's a problem on the court. But when he's always he looks for the fouls. When you watch him dribble, he dribbles under players and does all of this. But again, like he's one of the best facilitators I've ever watched play the game. He is a closer. He's a clutch bucket.
I was gonna say he's also the only player ever in the playoffs to go 14 or to shoot perfect from the field with a minimum of 14 shots.
Yeah, and he'll go multiple games without turning the basketball over. Chris Paul is a problem on the court.
That's what
my hate for him is strictly off like.
Okay, so in terms of just basketball, why is he not top 5 point guards of all time?
Because he's not available to play when the games matter. It'd be like us making a draft, and you know how they show like the injury report on the players. Like he's the player that's going to get hurt in the playoffs. That you're going to need him to win the championship. So you don't draft him.
In 2011.
You're talking about 1 year versus his
Hold
entire
on,
career.
No. Listen, I asked the question. I asked the question.
He got hurt.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
so now utilize that information and apply it to multiple years.
Again, I just asked the question.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Listen, that's all I'm saying.
Did we get to Kevin's list yet? I'm still badgering my list.
I just watched Ron Artest just fucking flop all the way into the stands right now. Off of the little Paul Pierce bump right now.
Yeah, Paulie was a problem. Paulie got multiple game winners, clutch shots.
Where he also do to himself.
He doodled himself on the basketball court.
That's because
grown man.
He's the shit.
Grown man. That grown man doodled himself.
Look at feet Ray. Man, I want to receive Wallace to get a ring in green so bad.
He should have. Did he take that shot? Paul Pierce had the ball. There's opportunity to take that shot.
They double teamed him.
That is none of my business. That is none. I know who else was double teamed and took the shot and won.
And they lost.
Oh no, in the bubble over Kawhi and Paul George. Somebody who's won a defensive player of the year. And somebody who's been in contention for a defensive player of the year.
Who's that?
Paul George.
Oh, okay. How many rings PG got?
None.
Oh, okay.
Would you not?
So you mean Jason Tatum has a better career than him already? Goodness gracious.
False.
How's that false?
False.
That ring.
More points, more rebounds, more assists, more conference championships than all of the players you can name at the age of 27.
That's why I said take away that ring.
I didn't even add the ring into the conversation. I just gave you points, rebounds, assists, and Eastern Conference championships than any other player that you could name at the age of 27.
Wait,
any.
You brought Paul George, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta compare. Who Tatum had to beat to make it to the finals compared to Paul George?
That's none of my concern.
Why not?
Because you can only play who you can play.
Good point.
We can't say, hey, we don't want to play them. Bring them on.
Okay, so what if you could? So what if you compare the competition? What if you compare?
I know we beat LeBron before. I know we beat James Harden and Kevin Durant before.
Who? Okay, when was this?
What do you mean?
When
in the
did Tatum beat
playoffs?
LeBron?
I'm sorry, he just dunked on him. He didn't beat him.
Yeah.
So one play.
Yeah.
Hey, if LeBron would have made it to the finals, trust me, we would have put the hands on him. He's on.
I'm talking about 2018.
2018 Brown was a different breed.
That's when Jason Tatum dunked on him.
Yeah, but we can't both make it to the finals in the Eastern Conference.
But if you said that if Boston would have beat
made
Cavs,
it.
they would have put their hands on him.
No, I said if Braun would have made it to the finals, meaning like last year's, with some miraculous moments would happen for the Lakers for them to possibly made it.
You about 2018.
Yeah,
because I thought you meant if the Celtics would have beat Braun that year.
Listen,
the Warriors would have.
Because the only way LeBron lost like that season was because of the God Squad that the Warriors had.
Look, I'm a Jordan's GOAT, but that's facts.
Even Jamal Miller on stream too. 18 Braun is the best player of all time.
That's the best player I've ever watched.
Braun is my best player. He's not my GOAT, but he's my best player I've ever watched play the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
I'm not going to argue really against Braun, except for the fact that we dunked on him a couple of times.
That's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't get to play against him because he's in the West Coast now. I mean, when he was in
the East, he was hey,
they were up 3-2. They were up 3-2, and then what happened?
Yeah, somebody poured some liquor on Braun.
What did he say? He gave that look. He said
when he was like bent over and he looked up. I was it's over. It's over.
But listen, besides the playoffs, the JB and JT were having a lot of success in the Eastern Cup. They have the most success between a duo at that age thus far. So you could bring up Kobe. I mean Kobe. Yeah, you could bring up Kobe and Shaq. You could bring up Jordan and Pippen. You could bring up LeBron and whoever you want to pick. You could bring up Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. You could bring up whomever you want to bring to the conversation.
They were pretty good.
But you also got realized too last season, the East, it wasn't that strong compared to the West.
That's the people said the same thing about LeBron numerous times, but it doesn't matter.
Oh well, it's always been like LeBron didn't play anybody in the East.
But the thing is though, he made it to what 8 straight finals, something like that.
10 straight finals, yeah.
How many Celtics make? Only 2 finals.
Yeah, we've been in 6 Eastern Conference Finals, but the league is very much different. I just watched Mark Cuban speak to that. Is people used to literally buy draft picks back then. You can't do the same things that you could once do. The game is different. There's a lot of, the players are making a lot more money. They have a lot of decisions, and there's so many other factors within that. Those two players are having way more success than any other.
Any other duo?
Yeah.
And you're standing on that.
Those are facts. So I would stand on that, but they're facts.
So Shaq and Kobe wasn't a better duo.
They didn't have as much success as a duo as those two. At what age?
Whoa.
At what age? I said up until 27 years old.
Kobe was like what?
I was gonna say if we're filtering stuff out.
It's not filtering.
That's filtering.
Well, how many rings?
27. You said at
because
27.
most people hit their prime at 27, 28, 29 years old. That's when these dudes just want a ring at 27.
Okay, so when Kobe won, what was he like 23, 24? Like
he came in the league in
98?
Or no, 96. 96, and then he won his first one in 99. So he was 21.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
He won 2 more, and he was 24. And Shaq came in the league at 92.
I would say Shaq was there before.
He was 19. And
that's probably why.
So from 92 to 99, he was 26.
So you probably just given the accolade of rings, and there's no other statistics added to that.
Was Shaq not the best big in the league?
I mean, Jamal brought up what's the final goal for every season?
Winning.
But okay, so you said 27. Mm-hmm. They had 2. Kobe had 2 rings by the time he was 22. Shaq had 2 rings by the time he was 27. 27.
It couldn't have been 27.
He was how old he came into? He was 19 when he came into the league.
He was young.
He was 19 when he came into the league in 92 because he played a year at LSU. And then so he's 19 when he came into the league in 92.
And then Jamal's gonna bring up what did Tatum Brown do at the age of 22, huh?
Oh, that's another
Eastern Conference Finals.
I mean, and then you lost. But we'll move on though. But and then so from 92. Okay, so 92 to 99, that's 7 years, which means Shaq was 26 in 99 when they won their first ring, right? And then 27 in 2000 when he won his second ring. So at 27, and Kobe was 22, they had 2 rings. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have 1 ring.
1.
So that argument that you just brought up,
again,
debunked.
No, you're only talking about rings. I brought up points, rebounds, assists. There are numerous categories that are applied to this, and
but
a lot of
it's also different league. There's more scoring now, less defense.
Actually, hold on. This is a duo, right? Which means there's 2 people. What is Jaylen Brown? What accolades does Jaylen Brown have besides being an all-star?
He has
which pretty young has that
Finals MVP. I guess.
I mean, when your quote unquote best player plays bad, I mean, you have to give it to someone that's a little
somebody
better.
has to step up.
He was the second best player on the team.
He was the best player on your guys' team.
He didn't average the most points, rebounds, or assists.
Okay.
Well, what about shooting splits though?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Said what?
Shooting splits, percentage, and everything.
Yeah. That was what he had better than Tatum.
And you were just saying we just watched Kobe's 60-point game. What were you saying about his field goal percentage?
Wasn't that good?
Yeah, I'm on 50 shots is crazy. But JT averaged 30 points
on 27 shots.
It wasn't 27. There's no way.
And don't get me started his 3-point percentage too. That was way under 30%.
Yeah, but he also got he was the leading person to get us to where we are. It's the same argument that you would make for LeBron and Kyrie.
No, I think
Jason Tatum has been the leader of that team thus far. That's why Jaylen Brown respects him the way he has.
Okay, anybody can be a leader, but who's the?
I'm talking about as far like offensively. JB did play hella defense this past that year.
JB was guarding the best defender. I mean, the best player.
Who was the best player?
He was guarding Luka. He was guarding.
Luka's the best player. Luka's better than Kyrie.
Bro, all right, bro. Was he not second?
So that is.
He's shooting a lot of points, a lot of shots.
So third MVP is not the best player on your team.
Luka averaged 35 this year. 35, 9, and 10 or something.
Kobe didn't even get MVP when he did that.
Why are we bringing up Kobe?
Again, so what does Kobe have to do with anything?
Because you're saying that. You're saying that those numbers are hollow. I watched Russell Westbrook average a triple-double. The numbers are hollow.
He won MVP.
Yeah, but what did Luka do with that 35 points?
He averaged
damn near got swept in the finals.
He averaged 33, 10, and 10 in the playoffs.
Yeah, and what happened after that?
Made it to the finals.
Hold on. No. Okay. Here's really the biggest thing. Did you just ask me if Luka was better than Kyrie?
Yes.
What in the world besides handling the basketball does Kyrie do better?
And finishing at the rim.
Like what? Finish, facilitate.
Whoa.
Luka is always.
We already know Kyrie is no pass first guard.
He's not a scorer.
That's why Kyrie's at the 2 guard.
Because he's a bucket.
But you legit brought facilitating.
Yeah, because he's Isabella facilitator.
Nobody in the world.
When has Kyrie ever averaged 10 assists a game?
Never. Same as how many times has Steph done it?
But we're not talking about Steph here, though.
But he's a top 5-point guard in the history of the game.
That's because that's the position he plays.
Okay, that's the same thing with Kyrie.
I mean, does Kyrie have 4 rings like Steph?
No,
has he been MVP?
He hasn't played with, he has.
Don't you?
He has played with some players.
He's played with KD. He's played with LeBron. He's played with Luka right now.
That team, come on, the Warriors is different. They were built different.
No, that's excuses. You are literally coming up with excuses.
Nah, Kyrie, what do you mean? Come on.
You are literally coming up with excuses.
You're talking about Kyrie and to take Steph off and put Kyrie there. You don't think they're going to have some similar success?
They might.
No, they're not going to have
a little bit. I can see a little bit,
they're
but
not going to have
it's not the same though. But a little bit of success though.
They're going to have success because Kyrie is so skilled. Kyrie doesn't do the things that Steph does.
That's true.
He doesn't have the leadership that Steph brings. He definitely doesn't have the shooting ability that Steph brings. Nobody has that.
Hold on, Pops.
Their playmaking is about the same.
Steph
maybe has a bit higher playmaking too.
I watched Steph throw the ball away in the finals when it was the clutch times, throwing behind the backs, out of bounds joints.
I mean,
just
one of a few plays.
Hey, they say when the lights shine bright, you either do like Mike or you don't.
I mean, I've definitely seen Jason Tatum miss some clutch shots. I've definitely seen Jason Tatum miss some clutch shots.
He definitely made some big ones too.
He's missed more of them than he's made.
What?
You know what? You know who has more clutch shots than anybody but LeBron since 20.
I know you're not about to talk about this loser.
I'm just saying.
He's about to say D-Book.
He has the most clutch shots.
How many conference finals has he made?
1.
How many finals has he made?
Again, can you name me 5 players that he's played with? Can you name me 5 players? No, name me 3 players that have made the All NBA team that he's played with.
Kevin Durant.
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
So it's the situation you're put in. Jason Tatum was put in a situation in which he goes to
LeBron took them type of teams to the finals.
Okay. First of all, if we're comparing Devin Booker and LeBron, first of all, thank you.
No,
I would never compare Devin
That's
Booker.
never a comparison.
I'm just saying.
I would never.
That's comparing like Tom Brady to like Jay Cutler.
Yeah, I would.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Said okay.
I just threw an
You watch your mouth. No, you changed that. Right now, it's like comparing. Comparing Tom Brady to.
I love it.
Cam Newton.
I'm gonna say Mike Vick.
Nah.
Yeah,
Mike Vick was a legend. Devin Booker's not even there yet. Come on, man. 70 points is like his biggest accolade.
Okay, what's accolades, right? Accolades. Mike Vick, Super Bowls. MVPs. All pros. 1, 2, 1.
Maybe.
I think he just won.
What else? Pro Bowls.
I mean, he was
Hey,
he was
hey,
glitching
but he was,
Madden.
I would say he was
How
a high,
about fighting dogs?
he's a human-
got that one.
he's a human highlight film.
He's a human.
See,
he-
Booker-
yeah.
Definitely some
He's-
dogs,
Oh,
huh?
he's a dog. Yeah,
He is a dog.
yeah, he's a dog. He loves the dogs.
Hey, yo, but hold on. Just go to human highlight film alone. We get like the same thing we would give what we just watched last night, the night before, Rob Dillingham. We can see his performances are going to be different than certain rookies. Devin Booker is a scorer. He's not a human highlight film.
Yeah, but who is? I mean, I've seen 4 or 5 human highlight films to ever play. First of all, in the NFL, and secondly, in the NBA,
You've seen how many?
5 or 6 human highlight.
Flashy
films.
guys.
That's it.
That's it. Like on the level of Michael Vick, I've seen Lamar Jackson.
Cam,
I've seen.
he was a highlight film.
I don't know. He
Are we basing this strictly off like running the ball?
no
Because
I'm talking
Randy
about
Moss was a
must
human
watch. Like,
highlight film.
But his MVP season was must watch though.
It was.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
But,
Like Randy Moss
mean-
was a human highlight film to me. Like the way he caught the football was second to none.
I know another guy who had more tackles than drops. I just wanted to point that out. Who's the second greatest receiver of all time?
Who's that?
He's gonna say Fitz.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. Randy Moss had the GOAT. He had Dante Culpepper. He had
He also broke records.
who's number 2 in receiving yards?
Fitz.
Okay. Who's top 10 in touchdowns? Oh. Who also played with 20 different quarterbacks? Literally. That's not just an exaggeration.
Fitz was a problem. I ain't gonna lie. There was a year where I wanted Fitz to come to New England, but
He has the greatest hands of a receiver of all time.
I've never met him, so I wouldn't know. It sound like you like examine
Whoa,
the man's
what do you-
hands.
No, I'm talking about catching.
Oh.
What do you? Whoa,
Oh.
Tone, what you got going on? I know you were a little under the weather. I didn't know it was causing you to
Man
think
said
like
he had
that.
the greatest hands. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
You're talking about foot. That's a common football term. You think about something else. You got that on your mind? Oh, because you're watching Kobe. Kobe.
Wow.
Oh, because you're watching Kobe. Well, he used to get it.
Crazy.
No, but
Wait.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait for this basketball season to start, man. I
Oh,
hope you guys lose your first all your preseason games.
I just like how this whole time I haven't gotten new my list.
I threw it out there like 2 or 3 times, and the host he's usually the better driver.
I guess the weekends is off today. Are we going to my favorite first, or who I think is top 5 all time?
Well, he only gave his top 5, so it's your choice.
I can do top 5, and then if we have time, favorites. But top 5, I'm gonna say Magic, Steph, IT. You didn't name Oscar. I think Oscar should be
Big
top
O.
5. And the last one, it's between either your boy Nash or you brought up Stockton. And it's hard because
Hold on. So you said Magic, Steph, IT,
Oscar,
and either Steve
Nash,
Nash
or Stockton.
See, that's a good list.
Let me ask you: is Oscar that much better than Russell Westbrook?
Does he has flash? No.
Wasn't as athletic.
His ring.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you could really. But Russ, he averaged a triple double.
But you also got to realize too, a lot of these players that are ranked top like of all time, having that ring, having the championship, it boosts their stats like rankings even higher.
Yeah.
That's why Harden is not in conversation being top 3 of all time of shooting guard.
I guess. Yeah.
Because he has the MVPs.
But I do think that us as fans have different conversations than the players do.
Oh, yeah, because I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Just because they have a different perspective. I mean, we're watching the guys play, and they're playing the game. They're actually
when they're playing against even the greats that we named, they know exactly how to rank them because they played against them. We just watch them.
Exactly.
Yeah, because IT and John Stockton leading the league in assists
And
and
steals.
bands. You know what I'm saying steals is different than Nash. Only dishing the basketball.
That's
out.
why-
Hold on. But also back to the other conversation with Chris Paul. He's led the league in steals 6 times. So that two-way thing that you like to do,
Mhm.
I just want to put that out there.
No, again, I try not to hate on the man for his skill set on the court. It's more or less the hating that comes as a sideline commentator that he be doing, and then his availability. Like, you know, when you talk about Braun and your hate for Braun, it's normally about his
The thing is, though,
availability.
he doesn't
No.
hate Braun. He respects him, but he just dislikes him.
Me? No, I don't even dislike. I just think Jordan is. I just think he's the GOAT. Like I said, I've watched.
I wanna be like Mike.
But of course, I've watched LeBron. LeBron is the greatest basketball player I've ever watched live.
Best all-around athlete of all time, maybe, bro.
I know. I think in terms of athlete, when I say athlete, I think on and off the court, field, whatever it is.
And he's like number one, if not top 2.
I think he's number 1. I think he's the greatest athlete. Again, athlete, human being.
He's changed a couple of things. I mean, like Norris Cole spoke to it recently about him getting almost an Adidas contract, and then LeBron hollered at some Nike people, and Norris Cole was wearing Nikes like the next week and had an amazing contract with Nike. So like what LeBron has done off the court, which is kind of on the court for a lot of players. You know, he got clutch, being like it's his, but it's not his.
So even talked about the I
his.
Promise School.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of is what he's done for the community.
Yeah.
I just think what he's done as a human being. I think that's really the best part about LeBron. Obviously, he's funny and corny, but I think he's first of all, obviously, again, basketball. There's no argument. He's the.
If you don't have him at 1,
you
can have him at 2.
And if you have him any lower than 2, I'm not ever taking
You're
your.
a
It's
hater.
1A, 1B
You're a
between him
hater.
and MJ.
If you have him any lower than 2, I will never.
Your greatest athlete ever? Is that what you're saying? That's what you're talking about?
No. He's talking about basketball.
Oh, basketball.
No,
Okay.
yeah, just athlete.
Yeah.
Athlete, he's the best of all time.
I think he's the greatest athlete.
I would say I might go Muhammad Ali.
I can't argue that. I mean, I think you throw Muhammad Ali in there. I think you could throw Tiger Woods in there.
But
Nah,
the
Tiger,
thing is, though,
Tiger don't even
the
like
thing
his
is,
own
though,
people.
what I would quote on Tony, though, is what my time, I didn't get to watch Ali,
Mhm.
but we got to watch LeBron.
Yeah.
And so we, with our very own eyes, we got to see what LeBron was able to do. That's why I have him as the highest of all time.
Yeah, I respect that.
But if you have Ali, I could see that too, but I just wasn't there for Ali's time.
Yeah, I just hear a lot of stories. He was in Boston with a lot of people back then because he was Muslim and he'd be in the mosque. And I got family who actually know Muhammad Ali and I got to meet him, stuff like that.
Yeah, see, that's. I mean, I think a very underrated. I think Serena Williams is absolutely in that conversation.
Definitely. I just think we had this conversation. She didn't retire on top. I wish she would have retired on top.
Yeah.
Didn't D'Lo say something about Michael Phelps?
Yeah.
He was number 1 on ESPN's rated.
Oh, okay.
Again, because he retired on top.
He retired on.
There's something about retiring on top. It's like kind of a Floyd thing, but most people don't pick Floyd.
No, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd.
Are you more of a Pacquiao fan?
No, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but like in the ring, yeah, Floyd is fantastic. Just how he carries himself.
His personality.
I mean, personality, Pacquiao
extra
is an
flashy.
amazing human being.
Oh, Pacquiao was fantastic. Yeah, wasn't he the governor of the Philippines? Like not the Philippines, but
It was something like
it was
that.
of his home country or something like that.
Because he's loved back in the Philippines. Like they love him. Like it's crazy love over there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Floyd's a little sketchy when it comes to outside of the ring.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, well, let me ask you about this. We haven't talked about it yet, but obviously there was a blockbuster trade that went down last week.
Oh yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Was that really blockbuster?
That
I mean,
Okay.
that's been the biggest trade of the last week.
It's my Boston love coming up.
Well,
It's my love for my town. I'm sorry. I hate
If
on
it's
this.
not a
Okay.
Boston trade, it's not blockbuster. I'm assuming.
No. It's just they're already ESPNing and everywhere else talking about that they got the best starting 5 in the league. And
Who?
the Knicks, they're saying that they're going to contend with us, and I'm like, well, it's a good thing that there's not only 5 people on a team. Even if they did have 5 people, like the best starting 5, I don't think they do. But it's a good thing that there's more than 5 people on a
if we're
team.
talking about just in the East. I mean, if you say they're contending against Boston, they might be the second best team in the East.
I was gonna say they would have.
They could be,
Boston last year if they were healthy.
But one thing is always going to be true is that we've not seen them play yet. So how are you? It's like
But we're going off of just paper, like
when on paper, the Olympic team that just played was the best Olympic team we've ever seen, and they struggled against Sudan. They struggled against a couple teams. They struggled. The best quote unquote team we've ever seen.
The competition is also at a much higher level now.
Yeah. And I think that the competition that we're going to see a healthier Dame, a healthier Giannis. So I can't just give a team that's never played a game yet that type of credit.
Okay, well, like I said, I said it before on this podcast.
I think the Cavs are going to be better.
The Cavs.
I think Miami's going to be better.
The only way the Cavs are better is if DG decides like who.
Yeah, he has to
be more
because the inconsistency is a problem for us.
But I said during the playoffs on this show. The Knicks would have beat the Celtics if they were healthy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
this past season.
Yes, Jalen Brunson was the best player in the world.
That's a debate.
Yeah, who's he going to guard? The same thing that we did.
Who's going to guard him? I don't care.
The same thing that we did to Luka.
Yeah,
we would have done to him.
Yeah,
come pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll. Come here, Jalen. Who are you going to stop?
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah,
watch what happens.
Okay.
Can we just get to the blockbuster trade? We're going off topic.
Huh? Jalen Brunson was the best player. Jason Tatum, who? Jaylen Brown, who?
Champ.
Jalen Brunson right now. Give me Jalen Brunson over both of them.
Oh Lord.
Give me Jalen Brunson
on that. I'm with him.
Okay.
Jalen Brunson. Oh,
he's a top 10 player right now.
He's absolutely a top 10 player right now
on offense.
Give me Jalen Brunson right now.
And then again, I attribute other statistics besides points because Jaylen Brown's going to give you defense. He's going to give you a couple rebounds, a couple blocks. Jason Tatum's going to give you rebounds. He led the Celtics in rebounds numerous times in the playoffs. Average 30 with all the missed shots.
With 26 shots.
Kobe Bryant, top 5, top 10 ever, and he missed the most shots. Top 5 to some, top 10 the most, top 5 to some, top 10 the most, missed the most shots in NBA history.
I'm going 7-8 because there's too many people. Like if you're in my top 10, obviously you have to have at least one ring, right? Kobe has that. You have to have more than one ring. Kobe has that, but there's other people who also have that
on his team.
Huh?
On his team.
I wouldn't even talk about. That's another great point. On his team, let alone. Again, he's the third best Laker of all time. Fourth.
Just he is though.
He's four. I mean, he's not better than Shaq, Magic, or Kareem.
To some he is, but I understand where you're coming from.
The Shaq and Kobe, they could be flipped on and off, but Kareem and Magic, they're Kobe.
Kevin, with all due respect, that cannot be flipped on and off. Shaq averaged 35, 16, and 3.
But the reason why is because the longevity with the Lakers squad. That's why they have him ahead of Shaq. Only because Kobe has been with them his whole career, compared to Shaq, where he only had like a little bit of like his career.
Right.
That's why it's flipped on and off, because we're talking about all-time great Laker. We're not talking about all-time great player. That's a difference. We're talking about all-time great Laker.
Okay. That's a good point.
You see what I mean?
That's a good point. Okay. All-time great Lakers, that can be flipped. That's a great point. I didn't think about that. All-time great players, they can be flipped.
But like I was trying to say, the Laker part.
Laker, that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Can both of you give me reason? Well, one, the Knicks aren't the same team from last year. They've changed. They've changed pieces.
It's gotten better.
Losing Hartenstein is a big loss to that team, though.
Yes, it is. It is.
Give me 2 players off of their bench.
2 players off of their bench.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart starting.
Is he going to start? I don't think he's going to start.
Brunson, Bridges.
Anunoby.
Cat. I guess he starts.
Mitchell Robinson. I think Mitchell Robinson.
They're actually talking about trading him right now.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Mitchell Robinson. Yeah.
I mean,
they still have Precious Achiuwa, don't they?
Precious Achiuwa. Bro, who else came off the
Damn.
Bro, they were deep.
Let me know we already.
They were deep last year. The
conversation has changed.
What?
They're not as deep.
He's not there, but they had him last season.
Probably sit down, please.
Hey, but he was hurt even.
So the conversation has changed. They do not have the depth that they once had. That team, when they go to the bench, is going to struggle.
I mean, the thing is though with Tom Thibodeau's play style is His bench is not going to be playing that much.
Not going to see the floor.
Well, then somebody's going to likely be hurt.
I mean, we saw it last season. They were hurt, but they still made it pretty far in the playoffs.
Pretty far ain't enough to compete with the Boston Celtics. We won a championship without Porzingis.
Who do they have coming off the bench?
The Celtics.
Al, Big Al.
Oh, that's right. The 72-year-old Big Al.
Payton.
Which he's
Payton big clip shot Pritchard.
Payton Pritchard when he makes his one half.
I mean, the thing is though, no one's gonna look at Pritchard
Cornette,
like, I have to guard him the whole game.
Yo, Cornette. He was contention for the 6 man of the year, right?
Cornette, Hauser.
Cornette.
Luke Cornette. What is he? He tries to block shots from the rim.
He strikes fear into opposing guards when they shoot threes, huh?
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
My fault. I'm calling them all by the wrong name. Champ, and Champ are all coming off the bench.
Oh no! The other day we were recording. He's like, oh no, this is also coming off the bench. 6, great player, right? Oh, we just picked up Lonnie Walker. Oh yeah,
I can't wait.
We're gonna be great.
He's not a champ yet.
The only thing that I can only remember about Lonnie Walker is when he wore his hat when his hair was like up.
He wore his hat. That's the best part about Lonnie Walker. That is the best part about.
No, the best part about his career has not happened yet.
I think he might see the floor as much as I do.
You're insane. He's already seen the floor preseason.
Yeah, Bronny has also seen the floor.
Not much. I don't even want to have that conversation.
I mean, you don't have him later in his career. He's seen the floor many times. Doesn't mean he's playing.
Hey, as many games as we won by 20 points last year, I'm sure Lonnie will see the floor.
So again, if I'm talking about crucial moments.
Hey,
Walker won't see the floor.
You can get a lead or lose a lead. You just gotta hold it. Lonnie Walker, trust me, he's gonna get time. He's a defender. He can shoot the 3 in the corner, and he's a slasher. I'm sure he's gonna get burned.
And then he is gonna get burnt.
And then the next 5 minutes, like, you know what? You need to put the stars back.
Yeah, Lonnie. Hey, come on, come sit next to me.
Hey, we're gonna be right here watching games. I'm loving it. I'm waiting. But hold on, you still haven't given me reasons why the Knicks are going to put fear into the green.
They have the best player out of both teams. First of all. Again, they have the best player.
That's what they said about Luka too, and it was dog food. You know who ate him?
Luka
dogs.
How about nothing?
He did nothing.
About nothing.
Yeah, he had one good game. Maybe.
Oh, what do he do? He's like, I can't wait to go to Boston.
How many good games did Luka have?
Luka had 35 in one game. He had 32 in another.
I feel like
I watched Jaylen Brown walk by him. I
never said he was a good defender.
Yeah,
though.
I never said anything about that.
Do you only play one side of the basketball? Is you only scoring is basketball?
The fact that he's still giving you buckets and he still made it that far in the finals, not playing defense, that just goes to show
That's because they surround him with defenders.
And who did he put in his top 5 point guards earlier? SGA. What did Luka do to him?
He got lucky. They won by a bucket.
Belt to ass, huh?
They won. SGA was giving him work.
And for what?
And he's sitting where Jamal on the couch.
They won.
Sitting on the couch.
One basket, one call changes that whole narrative.
Okay, so like I said earlier, if Boris Diaw doesn't walk on the court in that 2007 series,
so how come he gets to bring these moments up, but then when I bring them up, they're issues?
No, it's because when I bring them up, you want to shoot me down for it.
I didn't say anything. I said nothing after you said that. I let that slide. I said that he's right. Because I actually watched that game and I was like, damn, if that didn't happen to Nash, he might have a ring.
I was going to say, or if Steve Nash doesn't break his nose,
he might have a ring. I don't know. I'm not going to disagree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, then. So why, when I bring up the fact that SGA was one call away or one bucket away from sending Luka home, and the narrative is different about Luka being top 5 in the league who plays no defense, is crazy.
That was game 7, the one I was talking about. They had other opportunities to go win. Mavs won at 6.
But that is the game that they would have, if they would have won, they would have went to game 7.
I'm just saying. And then who knows what would have happened in game 7?
And then who knows what happened the next round they play against Minnesota?
I don't know.
Minnesota
played the worst basketball against Dallas. It was weird.
They were just burnt out.
Yeah, and Kevin, we talked about it again during the playoffs. How do you train to go only 1 or 2 rounds past the playoffs? That's literally what Anthony Edwards said after they lost to Dallas. We only trained to go 1 or 2
That's
rounds
on the
into
coach's
because
fault. But
I'm not even gonna lie, if they play the same that they play against Phoenix and Denver, they would have beaten Dallas.
They absolutely would have beaten Dallas.
But that's a lot of young players don't know what it takes. Like that's why I really contribute what Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown bring to that team is they've actually been to the Eastern Conference Finals numerous times, so they know that they had to take extra steps. Like we've had this conversation. Jason Tatum changed, even though he still averaged the most points, he was much more of a facilitator than he's ever been. And that's why I think that there was some struggling for him because he's used to getting the ball and going for a bucket where he was facilitating, creating for other people, and we won. So he learned from his past losses and was able to win.
So okay, here's the big one of the biggest things for me. If you're gonna make an argument about something, you got to make the same argument about this other thing. Is the biggest problem I had with Anthony Edwards this year. And everybody was talking about Anthony Edwards. Oh, he's so good. He's so this. And he was talking about how they were young and they were able to do it. Again, you know what? Forget it. This is my show, so I'm gonna bring it up. Devin Booker was 24 when he went to the finals. First ever time ever in the playoffs. He kicked LeBron out of the playoffs for the first time in the first round he's ever his career. And then he went, and now they did not have Kawhi. I'll give you that. Went to the next round, swept the Nuggets, the MVP.
Where are we going with this story?
You were saying Jaylen Brown, that's why I give him so much credit because he was so young and he's still learning and everything. Why don't people say the same thing about Devin Booker when he did that?
Because he didn't get a ring. These guys got a ring.
Were they not saying that in 2022?
Oh, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
We're saying that they were the best duo. I mean, Devin Booker did one. We had one good year.
Y'all got it. Hey, I'm not even gonna argue no more. Y'all got it. Because it's pointless. What I tell you in the car?
I think the segment is actually getting to it,
bro. You can say you got to add the success, not just the numbers. And so he hasn't had the success to go with the numbers since.
He has had the success. And basketball is a team sport. He had 40 back-to-back games on your boy, Drew Holiday, who was guarding him. 40 back-to-back games. Yeah. Now, in game 5, and what was it? In game I think 4.
Not right now.
Game 4, I think he only had like 10 points. Who? Devin Booker. He was not good. It was I think it was game 3. He was not good. He only had 10 points.
Against who?
Milwaukee in the finals.
I thought you bring up the Timberwolves series.
No, I'm talking 2021. Okay. Because again, people are giving all these other people credit for doing it at a young age. Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. But when Devin Booker was doing it, he was doing it on his own.
I think Devin Booker does get credit. He just doesn't get credit for playing defense. And a lot of those dudes do because they do play better defense. Not to say, because I will give him his credit. He's playing better defense. But again, I got to see him have the numbers and the success together. He's either had the numbers or the success. When he made it to the finals, that was the year.
He did everything he could.
Yeah, and until you get it done, nobody cares.
Again, when you have somebody,
they were talking about breaking those boys up, JB and JT. I was like one of my only boys. I'm one of the only guys who would be on the game or on the text chat, and I'm like, hell no, you can't break that up. Why would you separate Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady at such a young age? That's why neither one of them were capable of having success apart. You got to, if you can keep that together, you keep that together. That's why when we had the past conversation, I said if I was a part of the Phoenix Suns, I would have drafted Luka Doncic, because no matter what anyone else says, you put those two offensive beasts together and surround them with defense, I think that's a ring. I don't care what DeAndre Ayton brought to the table.
The only thing with that is I don't think Luka would have developed into the player he is today if Booker was that guy.
Maybe I think that's part of the sacrifice. I think Jason Tatum could average 34 points. I think that Jaylen Brown could average 30 points, or very close to 30 points. But the sacrifice that they're making is saying, you know what? Let other guys eat, because this is how we get jewelry.
But you also have to realize Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were drafted 1 year after another.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker had already established himself as the face of the franchise at 3 years after.
But they had a chance to draft Luka Doncic.
But if you bring in Luka Doncic, they play the same position. They have the same play style. You bring in again after Devin Booker has already established himself as the franchise player. That's not the same.
When
thing.
did Luka get drafted? 19 or 18? Is it 18?
18.
So was it 4 years in the league before Luka came in? 2015?
3.
Yeah, it was 3 years.
3 years.
They literally hired his coach and then didn't draft him. I'm sorry. If I ever meet James Jones, I have a question. What is that about? Because first of all, y'all lost a good $15 million in doing that. What was the point? Why would you hire his coach to not draft him?
Well, okay. Well, that one thing, James Jones has been awful in the draft. He has not been.
I can name.
I don't know. I like
Bender, Jackson.
I like.
He's drafted all.
But I like Mikal Bridges. I like with Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
I like those are guys that I feel like would have been additions to the same two pieces, Luka and Devin Booker, because you surround them with defense, 3-and-D players, and damn near any center. And you look, because Luka can do this with any center. DeAndre Jordan type of players, pick and roll, here, eat.
No, DeAndre Ayton. See, here's what I have a little bit of that. I watched DeAndre Ayton play every single game of that. He is not the center that DeAndre Jordan is.
Cupcake.
He's not the center.
He's a bit of a softie.
He's a cupcake.
A bit. Cupcake. A bit.
That's what we call him where I'm from. Cupcakes.
Cupcake is even an understatement. He is soft.
Wet cookie.
Soggy cookie.
Well, yeah. Wet cookie with something a whole lot different. I don't know.
We're not using that terminology. The same thing. Wet cookie.
Again, the things I've heard about a wet cookie.
Yeah.
They're not wet.
Yeah, wet cookie.
Well, the water to make them wet.
Yeah.
What are you using? What are you?
That's what we call them.
You eating wet cookies, Tone? Is that what you? Yeah.
I mean, I have a woman, so yeah, it happens.
I'm just. Oh, okay. I don't think you're on the same page because I was thinking. No, I don't know if I should.
Yeah, maybe rewind selector.
I don't know if I should.
What is a wet cookie?
Like Kevin said, a wet biscuit, but just a different term to describe the biscuit.
What's a biscuit?
No. We're not doing this on camera.
We're
not doing this on camera. You actually might get canceled. We talk about this on camera, bro.
Goodness gracious. All right, we'll save that for after.
I thought it was the waffle. No, it was a bagel. It was a bagel.
Must be generational.
It was a soggy bagel.
No, it wasn't bagel.
It was bagel.
It was biscuit.
It substitutes the cream cheese.
No, actually, that would make more sense. But I've heard biscuit.
But I use terminology bagel.
I mean,
I don't know where
that would make more sense.
I feel lost.
We don't want. I don't want to say this
Gotta
on
be
camera
generational.
because they're gonna be like, "Yo, what are you on?"
What are y'all talking about?
No, but there's something we gotta talk off camera.
Yeah, that's.
Put me on game.
Whoa!
See.
Hit me the terminology. Y'all don't want to hit me to terminology.
Yo,
That's not what that means.
I don't know if that's the game you want.
That's great. No. I didn't say I wanted to play. I said just put me on game, which means hit me to the terminology. Goodness gracious! After all the craziness that was being said before the cast,
about this
what
on
he
camera.
ate before the cast,
And
now he's just over here woeing. It's insane.
Okay, what'd you eat before the cast, bro? What'd you eat? What'd you eat before we started recording? What were you eating before we started recording?
Had a couple of.
No, you
wow,
say it
a
the
couple.
same way. You say it the same way you told me. We were
I had a couple of glizzies.
You had a couple of what?
Should be ashamed of himself.
But, no.
Hey, what's the guy who wins the championship every year on ESPN for eating Nathan's?
Oh,
Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, it's your new nickname.
Kevin Chestnut win.
This man came over here just glizzy gobbler.
I offered you one too, but you said no.
I had no parts. No, thank you.
But the thing is, like, put me on game.
Hey,
what?
I'm not familiar. I don't even know what we're talking about. Can we talk
I
about?
thought you would get the reference.
I have no idea. I thought y'all were gonna get the reference with wet cookie. They call cookie like they call that cookie.
Yeah, is that some old school terminology?
Yeah, it must be. That's what I said. It must be generational.
When were you born?
Wow.
Yo, no.
My bad.
Yo.
Shout out to my 80s babies, man.
Damn.
Goodness gracious.
That kind of caught me.
Hey, I
by
look
surprise.
all right though. You know what
I
I'm
ain't say
saying?
that.
I look healthy.
80s? Sorry. Where am I?
That's why I can, fandom for the GOAT. You guys never
Damn,
even watched
he
him.
was born the same time Brady was born, huh?
That's
Oh, damn.
crazy.
79? Was it 79?
What? No, I said 80s baby, man.
79 is right there though.
No, it's not.
All right, so LeBron's age. My bad, LeBron's age.
I'm literally a year or two older than LeBron.
Damn. My bad, bro. I'm not. You're not giving me a chance to react to these. You just kind of hit me with these. My bad, bro. My bad, Todd. I ain't even mean it like that, bro.
You
My
about
fault,
you
bro.
about to kick us out, bro.
My bad.
You gonna be like, y'all leave. Y'all in my own place too? Yeah, y'all can leave.
Hey, age comes with wisdom.
That was
man.
acting. That was like, you do got a lot of wisdom.
Wow.
At his old place too. Like,
No, Kim, hey, we're not gonna forget that though. But okay,
Yeah.
not only did you walk in and say that you got that you had wieners, you walked in with 4 wieners without
no,
any
it was 3. It
buns.
was 3.
No bun, no
Oh,
bread.
3.
No, 3.
No.
Yeah, no buns.
No bread.
No buns, no
Not at
condiments,
all.
no nothing. You came in here with 3
wild
wieners.
life.
There's some money.
Wildlife.
The bun is free.
It
Kevin.
is. Oh,
The bun is free.
but these ones like
I'm stealing the buns. If I got to. Like, I'm not eating glizzies with just raw. This man is whole paws holding a sausage like
No,
I
that's
guess so,
crazy.
like he's working out.
whoa! I wasn't even like doing that. What?
I also, yeah. I think you should steal Kevin Buns.
No, what?
Bro, wait till we're off camera. I'm gonna tell him what the soggy bagel's about, bro. And then
Oh,
he's
bro.
gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
because
put me on game." Then.
hey, where's my camera at? Hey, Pete, yep. Hey, Pete. As soon as we said that, he said, "Put me on game."
That's crazy.
I just want.
I just want to be knowledgeable so that I don't have to ask the question again.
You know what? At this point, I might as well just tell him.
No, not on camera. We can't put we can't tell them on camera.
The fact that they have this much information on the soggy bagels, it's a little iffy.
So we're just mentioning it again. I was pretty confident that time. You mentioned it a lot. I think. Have you figured out what this?
I have no idea. No understanding. It's a good
Just
thing.
Let's close off the show.
That's gonna close out. That's gonna close out the show. Oh man, I hope you all enjoyed. That was a good one.
Shout out to my guys, man. First dub of the year,
all right,
preseason.
I'm gonna blur that out. But that's gonna close it out. Hope y'all enjoyed. Should have another one here very soon. But also, Kev, appreciate you for coming on, bro.
I feel like I was like D-Lo's substitute today because D-Lo's always.
Sub.
Yeah, bro, you got to come on more often.
The thing is though, like you have the shows when I'm like busy.
I feel like you should just call off. I think that's kind of.
That's what real men do.
Right?
But the things though, I gotta make money.
I mean,
Start your OnlyFans, man. Get
I was
yourself
gonna say
going.
this, yeah. There's
Whoa,
a
whoa,
lot.
whoa.
There's a lot of other ways to make money. We
Yeah.
we passed by it. We
You
passed
know
by the
what?
candy store.
I'll close out the show.
You're welcome to the candy shop.
I'll close out the show.
All right,
Appreciate y'all for joining us today.
Yeah. I was gonna let you go. The one thing.
No, go
All right. That's gonna close it out. Appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the juiciest, tastiest, chewiest sports show
How do you come up with these?
on
This is a new one.
YouTube. Dude, I'm really struggling with this outro.
We
For
have
Kevin,
fun.
again, shout out to him for coming on. For Tone, as always,
Kevin Chestnut.
for your truly the fact that you took pride in saying that. I'm gonna emphasize in editing, but we'll see y'all next time. We'll see y'all this week.
Yes, sir.
We're out.